Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard in the video, Eric Nelson, the attorney for Chauvin, has filed a motion for a new trial for George Floyd. Now, one thing, I did a little research and I found out this is a very common thing defense attorneys will do for a client, especially of the nature of this case. So it's not unusual. It also does not mean the court is going to grant this. It is extremely rare for a court to, to allow a new trial. You got to have a damn good reason in order to get a new trial. And to be honest with you, I don't think they have a good enough reason for that at all. I mean, Derek Chauvin does not deserve a new trial. I mean, let's be real. Come on, what he did, we saw him lynch a man on camera. There is nothing they could say that would persuade me to give him another trial if I was the judge. And I don't believe this judge is going to do that. And in the motion, y'all, they were very critical of this judge. They blamed the judge for not allowing a change in venue. They felt it was too much publicity surrounding this case in the city they were in, and it should have been moved somewhere else. So they are blaming the judge, and they're also mad at the judge for not sequestering jurors. In other words, keep them away from the media, because we know we've seen a few of these jurors speak, but the judge did not put anything in place to keep them away from the press. So I don't see that going through. No more than I can see the change in venue. Many judges have the right to refuse that. So they also blame Ellison's office for misconduct. Oh man, I think they're grasping for straws on this one, y'all. And they said many of these points that they put in their motion for a new trial has already been rejected by the court. And the filing also requested an order to impeach the verdict on the grounds that the jury committed misconduct, felt threatened or intimidated. What? Felt race-based pressure during the proceedings and or failed to adhere to the instructions during deliberations. I don't think he's going to win on that either. Nelson said he had no comment on the motion. A jury found Chauvin guilty of second and third degree murder, as well as second degree manslaughter in Floyd's death in May 2020. Last week, the first juror in Chauvin's trial spoke out and described evidence upon the 7 women and 5 men convicted the former officer as overwhelming. Now, in the court document, they did not mention that Black juror, the Black man that spoke out. He wasn't mentioned in the motion at all. You know, I mean, I seen some of the things that were written on social media, but hey, that's just reduced to just social media. It has nothing to do with the file that the court filing that they did on Tuesday. So y'all, please tell me what you think. I don't think this is going to work. That's just my opinion, but you may feel differently. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.
Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is asking for a new trial 2 weeks after being convicted of murder in the death of George Floyd. Chauvin's attorney filed that request Tuesday, alleging several factors prevented his client from getting a fair trial. For more on this, let's bring in NBC News correspondent Megan Fitzgerald. Megan, good morning. So according to Chauvin's team, why was he unable to get a fair trial? What do they say went wrong here?
Well, Savannah, good morning to you. First, it's important to note here that many legal experts say this filing of a motion for a new trial is expected. It's something that they expected in a case like this where a defendant was convicted. But in this 4-page motion, what Derek Chauvin's attorney, Eric Nelson, is alleging is that his client didn't get a fair trial for several different reasons, some of them including the denial of a change of venue, publicity surrounding this event, that there was so much media coverage of it. They also went on to talk about the idea that there was a failure to sequester the jury. And I want to read something for you. Nelson claims that there was jury misconduct and felt that they felt threatened and intimidated, felt race-based pressure during the proceedings. All of this, though, important to note, was addressed during the court proceedings throughout the trial, and the judge denied many of these motions, Savannah.
Now, on top of those allegations that you just mentioned, Megan, of jury misconduct, there are new questions about one juror in particular. Actually, it's the same juror who spoke with NBC News last week. What's going on here?
That's right. His name is Brandon Mitchell. And ever since he started speaking to the media, there have been some pictures that have been circulating. One in particular is of Brandon Mitchell in Washington at the March on Washington, which commemorated, of course, the anniversary of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. But in that picture, he's wearing a T-shirt that says, allegedly, "Get your knee off of our neck." And so that's raising questions here because when he was selected as part of this jury, he was asked several different questions, many of them pertaining to the idea of participating in different marches. And he says, in speaking with the Star Tribune about this, that he answered all of those questions honestly, but still raising some concerns here. I want you to listen to what he said about his experience on the jury. Take a listen.
We walked in with an open mind and we were waiting to see. We did our due diligence to see what the defense was going to come up with. We just felt like the evidence was overwhelming for our verdict. It had nothing to do with pressure from anywhere.
Important to note here that Brandon Mitchell's name was not mentioned in that 4-page motion that was filed yesterday by Eric Nelson, Savannah.
And Megan, how likely is it that the judge will grant a new trial?
Savannah, that's a good question, and that's certainly the question that everyone wants to know. I've been speaking with several MSNBC legal experts who say it's not likely. Again, this is common. It's something that they expected to see. But as far as the judge granting a new trial, they don't believe that's likely. But we could possibly see the judge bring in Brandon Mitchell for further questioning. Savannah?
Megan, thank you so much.